Hispanics, white non-Hispanics, Hispanics are poorer. So for all of these reasons, and perhaps most importantly because through this ministry God's led me to, I've received so many blessings. That's why I'm a white guy with no rhythm, and I've been working with Hispanics for 30 years. So I want to share with you the blessings that I've received through this ministry, and I want to make sure I'm not talking for anybody. I don't intend in any way to speak for Hispanics or for anybody else. I'm just speaking for me. But I do want to, in this introduction, begin by describing, not defining Hispanics, describing them. If we have time, talking a little bit about the history of Hispanic Catholicism in the United States. And last, maybe talk about the issue of transparency. So, how would I describe Hispanics? Well, this group of people, maybe 16% of the general population, at least 35% of the Catholic population, are distinctive, but there are commonalities among Hispanics, and there are also distinguishing features between Hispanics. So let's begin with the distinctions. First of all, some Hispanics, not the majority, some Hispanics are immigrants. Others are not. Those Hispanics who are not immigrants are at different levels of acculturation. And we measure that through English language acquisition, marrying out of culture, living outside of a neighborhood that's dominated by the same culture. So again, different levels of acculturation. In your parish, you look out at a Mass in Spanish. Grandma and Grandpa, they may be immigrants and speak only Spanish. Their adult children may have been born in the United States and be bilingual, and their grandchildren may speak no Spanish at all. So, some Hispanics, not the majority, are immigrants. Those who are immigrants come from 20 different countries. Those who are born here may have been here since the time of almost the conquistadores, and others second, third generation. And like I say, they're different levels of acculturation. Hispanics also can belong to any race, or they may be of mixed race. The two largest categories of mixed race are the mestizos and the mulattos. Mestizos are a mixture of Spanish and indigenous. Mulattos are a mixture of Spanish and African. One of the more famous mulattos is St. Martin of Porres. So Hispanics can belong to any race. They can be a mixed race. They belong to a wide variety of economic categories. They also can belong to any religion or no religion. Most Hispanics are still Christian. About 70% of them are still Catholic. But again, this is a very disparate group. We use the umbrella term Hispanic, but consider how hard it would be to use a term to describe people like me. Some folks say that I'm Anglo. Well, actually I've got some Irish blood, so my Celtic ancestors might not like that. Other people say that I'm Euro-American. And that's true, but again, if you've got Spanish blood, you're also Euro-American. So maybe all of us are hard to define. Hispanics, like non-Hispanics, have some things in common and some things that distinguish them. We just talked about several distinguishing features. Let's talk about some of the commonalities. Hispanics, at least in the way I'm using that term, have one thing in common, that is some kind of Spanish ancestry. Again, it might include African or indigenous ancestry as well, but some kind of Spanish ancestry. Some kind of Catholic roots. Again, they may practice any religion or no religion. They may be Jewish or Muslim. But somewhere in the ancestral past, I believe you'll find a Catholic. Third, Hispanics by and large still continue to be believers rather than agnostics or atheists. Hispanics are youthful. This is very important. The median age of Hispanics in the United States is about 10 years younger than white non-Hispanics in the United States. So Hispanics make up a large and increasing percentage of all young adults in this country. They make up the majority of all Catholics who are between 18 and 40 years of age. That is, as we speak, Hispanics make up the majority of all Catholics in the United States who are of